having a goal as a kid and being an adult and going past, way past you could thought you'd ever take it, you know? So I guess I'm the American dream. That's what Danny Brown is.
I done scraped myself with that razor. Getting ahead in that trick house, then I snuck out without paying her. Locked up in that precinct, used my Timberland for a.
You are now tuned in to that'senough.com.
Let's talk about your current album, Ode. I noticed you had a side A and a side B. Was that like a play on like the old school cassette tapes?
Yeah. I grew up listening to tapes and vinyl, you know, so I just had that in mind. Plus, when I was recording the album, it was just like, it sounded so all over the place, I couldn't really figure out a way to put all this on an album together just like that without making it a concept like that, you know?
How involved were you with the production process of Ode?
I mean, I was super involved. That was the biggest deal, was finding the perfect beats, you know, to rap over, you know? And I wanted beats that I felt that nobody else could rap over. Like, you hear these beats, you're like, how's he about to rap over? You know, like, it's real hard, put it like that, man. It took a lot of time, so. I just really worked with Paul White and Skywalker, who was like my in-house producers, kind of. You know, we worked together on the Triple X too. And Paul White way in London, so that's just going back and forth, you know. Skywalker, he's always with me, he's my DJ, so he always making tracks on the road, but pretty much, I guess, just with me picking the beats, you know, because they were sending over a lot of beats, you know, but it would always be the beats that no one ever would think I would pick, you know. So I guess it was just me. That's like the A&R in me, you know, or something, I don't know. I had to find all the right beats.
During your listening session at Spotify, you said there was one point in your life where you felt like if you rapped, you had to rap about selling drugs, shooting people, and all that other bullshit. Like, when did that change? Or when did you get over that phase?
Probably just getting better at rapping, to be honest. And just the more I did it, you know what I'm saying? Because after a while, those stories get to run out, and you got to kind of figure out new ways to tell it and this and that. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know, just me wanting to become a better rapper and a songwriter as a whole. I think that's what just happens, me getting better. And progressively, you know, subject matters change, you know. You find out ways to talk about other things. And sometimes people don't think their normal life is that cool. But sometimes it is. So I just rap about my normal life, you know.
Ode is a very emotional, dark party album, and described as being a new beginning with the old past. Can you, like, explain that statement?
I mean, like with me putting this album out, this is the first album I ever put out for sale. This is my first time stepping out, you know what I'm saying, into the rap world, I guess you could say, you know. So this is a new beginning for me. It's a job now. It's my life now, you know. And I always wanted to do this, so I'm just taking it serious, you know. So that's what me before. I probably didn't take it as serious as I did, you know. Now I take it real serious.
There's two random tracks I want you to break down for us real quick. The first one is The Return.
In the street, the return of the gangster, cause niggas got bills. This rap shit don't work, then it's back to selling creels. Return of the gangster, cause niggas want that real.
Return is just about, pretty much I got the idea from the original Outkast song, obviously. And in that song, Andre 3000 was just talking about, you know, he was going through his changes, like with fashion and everything. People was talking about his gay and this and that. And he was just saying, like, don't get caught up in, you know what I'm saying, what you see, because, you know, it get gangster still, you know what I'm saying? I felt the same way in some sense. So I just came up with that concept, and then I, you know, put Freddie Gibbs on it to play the big boy role, you know what I'm saying? So that's tight.
And the second one, your really dark yet honest track, Torture.
Gunshots outside was sort of like fireworks. We know they ain't fireworks. It's December 21st. Cold winter with a kerosene heater on the couch, so cold can't take off your sneakers, and it's torture.
Torture is about not being able to sleep because you have nightmares at night, you know, and that I have nightmares all the time, so. It was just me telling some of my nightmares, I guess. And it's just my past, you know?
So some say Ode is your biggest record of your long time coming career in hip hop. Do you agree, or do you feel as if that big record has not been composed yet?
I mean, like, it's gonna get bigger every time. Obviously, like I know how to create build up for my projects, and I take a long time when I make them. So by the time they come up, they're real anticipated. Like even in the circles in the world that I was in when I was putting out the hybrid, that was real like anticipated. With Triple X it was. But it's just not that a lot of people is getting more like, I don't want to say mainstream or commercial or nothing like that, but it's just a lot more people just knowing about me for me consistently putting out good product every time I put out an album. So the, just getting bigger. That's all. So I think that people it's gonna be even crazier for the next album when it come out. That's like 2 years away. So.
So it seems like when you started making music for yourself, things really started to kick off more than before. Did you expect that?
Nah, but I think at the end of the day, I didn't want to make nothing whack. So I was like, I'm gonna make music that even when I die, somebody might hear it 10 years later and realize there's some genius in this. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't ever want to be that guy that just tried to make music to get a record deal. I wanted to leave behind a legacy. So I knew eventually, if I, somebody was gonna realize how good it was. So I just wanted to make the best possible music I could.
What role do you see yourself playing in hip hop, and how much of an impact do you feel you will honestly have in the genre?
I mean, I'm gonna be the pusher. I'm gonna be the one that pushes forward. I'm gonna be the progressor. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be the one that all about moving things forward and not going back. So that's what I'm gonna do.